Alrighty then, we're a little bit late today, but let's get this done. I'm going to talk about something I learned. So I had a difficult time learning about how to deal with members of the opposite sex. I'm talking about women, girls, females. I had a difficult time because although I spent a lot of time with my mother growing up, and she was probably the biggest influence on me, you don't really learn about relationships and how to deal with them. I don't want to say romantically, but just dealing with them in more of an intimate situation. Uh, so for instance, I'm a very like logical person. Everything I do has to make a lot. I feel like it has to make a logical sense. Otherwise, why do it? So one of the things I've talked about in the past is like opening the car door for her. Like opening the door, walking in, that's whatever. We're going in, I might as well open the door for you. Chivalry, gentleman, being a gentleman, that's just part of fine, whatever. But I'm talking about like opening the car door. Like if we're walking to the car, like I feel it's illogical. Like like it's illogical for me to run around the other side, open the door for her to get in, and then me run around back. Now if I'm on that side already, okay, fine, no big deal. But I know that was like one of the big contentions when I was first like starting to think about dating, or like when I was in relationships. I'm like, do I open the door? I mean that doesn't make sense. But anyway, so there's one specific example. I had a friend once who was dating or married. Yeah, he was married. Now he's not anymore. But well, he was married, and it was one of those days. I think it was her birthday. I can't remember, but I think it was her birthday, and we were coming back, or maybe it wasn't even a birthday, Valentine's Day, or just some special occasion. Birthday. Let's go with birthday. Sorry. So it was her birthday, and I think we went to like a Target or something, and he picked up some game or something, and I was like, "Oh, cool, you're picking that up for your wife, huh?" And he's like, "Yep." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted for her birthday." And I said, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then like I remember we were checking out, and they have those like gift wrap bags or something like that. And then and it was like, I remember the gift wrap bag was something ridiculous, like $5 or $10. And I was like, and then he picked one out, and I looked, and I was like, the hell, you're gonna spend $10 for that gift wrap? And he was like, yep. And I was like, why the hell would you do that? It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, she asked you for her the gift, and you said yes. You're obviously buying her that, but you're still gonna wrap it up? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. That seems like the most illogical thing to do. But sure enough, he put it in, he sealed it up, he wrapped it in, and he gave it to her, and she was like, "Oh, thanks so much." And she opened it up, and what the fuck? It's exactly what you wanted. So, but that's something I learned that didn't make sense to me, but I learned to. It makes sense in a weird way, and I needed somebody to show me how it made sense. And ultimately what I learned is that it's about the effort, right? Because in relationships, and this is something I think a lot of men struggle with, guys struggle with, is that, and I don't think it's that we get lazy, and I don't think it's that we yeah, I don't think it's that we get lazy. I think women see it as like, oh, well, he's lazy now. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't put in the same amount of effort anymore. And I don't think that's what it is. I think just guys get comfortable. And, it's one thing when you're like, I think it's like kind of like imagine like Super Mario Brothers, right? Like Mario's going out to save the princess, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I gotta save the princess!" And all the guys are like super excited to go do that because it's chivalrous, it's adventurous, and then you go save the princess, and then like, you ever think about it? Like, if you were Mario, like, wouldn't you get tired? It's like, damn it, dude, that bitch Princess Peach is getting fucking kidnapped every fucking weekend, and I gotta bust my ass to go out there and save her every weekend. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I think part of it is like the excitement. Like, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you eventually get tired. Like, no matter how many times you if you're saving the princess the same way, even though you're saving the princess, it still gets boring. There's people who go like skydiving, but they go skydiving, like that's their job, and they skydive like, multiple times a day, and then they're just like, yeah. Yeah, I just jump out of a plane. That's my job, right? So I think that's what it is I think I don't think it's that guys get lazy or that they don't care anymore. It's that it just becomes routine and they get relaxed, and then they need something to jumpstart them out of it and get them excited and interested in and this is me personally. I'm sure somebody's gonna take it the wrong way, but like women, women are pretty exciting for men. That's like the ultimate adventure, right? And so, like, part of it, anyways, that's another story. That's another discussion. We can talk about that later. So somehow you have to find a way to make the effort. You have to find a way to get over the stuff that doesn't make sense, I guess. It's just that I realize that there's certain things you do because it might be a pain in the ass, or it might be, like, logically not sound, but you do them. I realize now that I do them because, like, I know she'll appreciate them. You know what I mean? It's kind of a hard. The way I work is that it doesn't have to make sense to me, as long as it makes sense. If you can explain to me the logic behind it and have it make sense, then I'm fine. Then I'm like, okay, if that's what you want me to do, okay, I can do it. No problem. It doesn't have to make sense to me. It just has to make sense in some way. And for me, yeah, gift wrapping a gift that you already know that you already know what it. No, because the point of the gift wrap is to surprise them, right? Like, I thought that's what it was. I thought the gift wrap is there to surprise the person getting the gift. Surprise! Here you go. Right? But it's not just. Gift wrapping is not just for the surprise. It's that you went home, you bought something for them, or you made a gift, but you took the extra effort to wrap it up and make it look nice. It's that time that you spent to do that. And I think that's what people appreciate, or girls, women appreciate, or whoever appreciates gift wrap appreciates. It's like, oh wow, he spent the time he went the extra mile, he made the effort to do this for me, even though it doesn't make sense. It kind of doesn't make sense to do it. So yeah, that's what I kind of learned. So yeah, I get really excited. Whenever I give gifts, I like wrapping gifts now. I always like wrapping gifts, but I like wrapping them because I wanted to surprise them. I love surprising people. I love giving gifts to people. I don't know if I ever said that publicly, but I love giving gifts. And you can ask anybody. Like, most times, I'm a pretty good gift giver because it goes with my sense of humor too. Like, my sense of humor is that, like, kind of like over the top, like, oh well, he would never do that, and then I'm like, oh yes I would, and then that's my sense of humor. And so it's the same with gift giving. It's like, oh well, yeah, so she really wants, like, Spider-Man for PS4. Let's go get the PS4 Pro Spider-Man console because why not? Because that's what you want. That's what you really wanted. But who's going to spend $400 on, a console? All right, sorry. I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just going to end it. Thanks for listening. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.